Hi guys, Jenny Clark coming to you from Kalispell, Montana. Beautiful blue sky, big sky country, Judy country for all of you Judy junkies. It's such an absolutely beautiful day out today. I didn't want to be in my studio long arming or sewing because I wanted to be out in the sunshine. Actually, if I had my preference, I'd be on the lake. But since I'm home here, I wanted to shoot just a real quick little video with some tips and tricks on how to take your papers off. So how many of you have struggled or hate taking your papers off? I know when I first started paper piecing, that was one section, like, okay, where do I start? There's got to be a better way to do it so I don't have paper chunks all over the place. I mean, you're still going to have lots of paper, but hopefully if you watch my quick little video, it'll give you some ideas and tips, tricks to make it simpler. So stick around. Okay, so we're just going to release the glue from this first piece. Just pull it back a little bit. You do this before you iron. And then we're going to take this and do a nice finger press where I get it nice and flat. And then we'll take it over to the pressing surface. And I'm just going to hold a press 1, 2, 3. And if you see now, it's nice and loose. And it won't stick when you go to try to tear those papers off. So that's the tip. Okay, I have my piece here. Now I'm ready to take the papers off and get ready to assemble this. This is part of the wall-size dinner plate dahlia, part of the outer border. So I've sewn all the pieces. It's been trimmed along the edge. I've got all my TRP lines sewn in. And now I'm ready to take the paper. So the first thing I do is look at my sections. Here's section 1 here, and here's section 19. I want to start with the last section. I'll tear that off first. And then we're just going to go and you release the threads a little bit. Now when I come to a TRP line, which is right here, when I'm ready to assemble, I tear my papers off. So at the same time, I'm also taking my TRP, which with batiks, you can usually see that TRP line pretty well because it leaves holes in there. If you don't feel comfortable taking out your basting stitch, you could always put a little mark down there with a marking pencil, or leave your basting stitch in. So now we're going to the next piece. And here's a TRP line here, so here's another little tip on how to remove that. Is just grab one of your rulers, and I'm just going to release the threads here. Put your ruler there, and you can tear that paper off. And now, see how you can leave that TRP line in there and continue tearing all your papers off. So if you start with your last one first, and then just keep pulling them off, they usually come off pretty darn easy. Just keep going down the way. This is something you can do when you're watching TV or have your kids do it for you. So I'm at another TRP line here. I'm going to use my ruler. Just put, basically it's kind of helping me hold that TRP basting stitch. There we go. So just keep doing that, and that's another tip on how to easily remove your papers. Okay, well thanks so much for sticking around and watching the quick tips I have for you. I hope that makes it easier to take your papers off. Now it's summertime, so go have some fun in the sun, and we'll see you next time. So if you find my content helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm hoping to post a new tip or trick for paper piecing or quilting every week, so stay tuned and I'll see you next time. Thanks.